Hello friends, and welcome to another reading vlog. I'm not sure how much this is going to cover, but we'll see. It's Bout of Books this week, which is a readathon that happens 3 times a year, I think, if my memory serves. My memory does not serve often. Anyway, I'll put all the information down below. It's run by Amanda and Kelly, who are great. This is the 29th round of Bout of Books, and I've been taking part for quite a few years now. It's one of my favorite readathons. It's just a week-long readathon, no challenges, very chill. I'm gonna try and take part in the photo challenges though this time, because there are those, but there's no like reading challenges or anything. It's just like try and read more kind of thing. So one of my favorite readathons, very excited. Not sure what I'm gonna be reading. I'm still reading Translove and Bestiary, a short story collection, a poetry collection. I'm hoping to finish both of those this week, along with continuing more with She Came to Slay. I don't have my books with me. Well, I have one of them. And then also I want to try and reread Edge Dancer to begin our Rhythm of War preparations, which have already been going on for a while. But yeah, Bree's pretty far into this, probably like halfway, and I want to try and probably read it all in one sitting, to be completely honest. Like, it's a very short book. It's short and it's small, so like it's not that long. I will say I have annotations in here, like I have like stuff lined, but there's only one post-it note, and if you don't want to be spoiled for 50 pages into Edge Dancer, which I believe is in the interlude that's in Words of Radiance, I think like up until there is in the interlude, but I don't remember exactly how far. Anyway, the thing I have tabbed in this book is, "You have not done the proper paperwork in this kingdom to kill that child," which is just, there's a lot there, and it's a great quote. It's a lot. There's a lot happening there. So I'm gonna reread this because I love Lift and Windle a lot, like a lot. And then I think we're starting our Oathbringer reread. Bree has done Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. I will link them wherever the thing goes. I don't remember anymore. But yeah, we were doing Oathbringer together, since I need to reread it again. I have a pretty good grasp on Way of Kings and Words of Radiance after rereads and everything, but Oathbringer I feel like I don't have as much of a grasp on. Like, I remember what happens in that book, but I need to like really remember, because there's a lot of like subtle things in the Sanderson books, and I want to try and like catch on them. We'll see how that goes though, because my brain is not doing great, so I don't know. Anyway, reading vlog. Hopefully I'll be reading something. We'll see how that goes. I haven't been doing good with reading something every day. I've been doing actually very bad at it. We had some stuff going on. I had a very busy few days that has passed, sadly. Sadly, it's not going to continue to be busy. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and read something. So it's Tuesday now, and I just woke up like an hour ago, probably, and I found out that Corey Alexander, who was, I guess, an amazing book blogger and a great, amazing author, passed away, and that's just upsetting. I don't really know what to say about it. We weren't friends, but we weren't not. We were mutuals on Twitter, and I talked to them a few times, and they were just a great person, and I always went to their blog first if I needed some kind of queer romance rec. And so now this just feels really weird. Yeah, it just feels weird. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying to read and vlog this week, but might be a little less than anticipated. Because I'm just kind of sad now. So, I did read some last night. I'll update you on that later after I've had like a time to process. yeah, I hope you are all well and safe, and if you knew Corey and need to talk to someone, you can DM me on Twitter. I think my DMs are open. I'll make sure they are. Or on Instagram, if you just need someone to talk to. And I'll link stuff in the description if you don't know who they are. You should. And yeah. Hello. It is Wednesday now. I did not end up updating you at all yesterday. Still feeling sad and a little weird, but I did read some last night, so it's a productive sad. Anyway, I never updated you that I finished Bestiary Monday Night by Jonica Kelly. I think I gave this, I'm gonna end up giving it like 3 stars. I really liked it, so I would definitely recommend this poetry collection to people. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's by Grey Wolf Press. I'm pretty much always really love everything Grey Wolf Press publishes. I like really trust them, so I'm surprised about this, but you know, happy about it. And then I've also been reading more of Trans Love, edited by Freya Benson. I'm 200 pages into this now, exactly, and I've only got this much left. I want to just stretch it out a little more. It's just so good. I'm in the 4th part, which is family and friendship, so I went through faith and belief, and I don't think I talked about that at all here. Normally I don't really like religious stuff in books, like at all, but I didn't mind it in this one. It's probably because it's very queer, and that's normally one of my main problems with organized religion is like the queer factor. I really enjoyed that, and really enjoying the current section about friendship and stuff, because you know, your friendships are important, your family is important, chosen family, that kind of thing. The next one is self-love, and then the final part is just Love and All About Us, and it's like about all the people that are in here and stuff. Besides reading more of this, I also started my reread of Edge Dancer. Bree's already finished her reread because this book is tiny, but I'm 82 pages in. I read 2 chapters. This is such a fun ride. I love Lift so much, and my mom took I made my mom take the Knights Radiant Order quiz thing, and she got Edge Dancer, and it could not have been more right for her. Like, yeah, my mom is an Edge Dancer. That's, yes, obviously. Because she just cares a lot about everything. She just has a lot of caring, a lot of empathy for like everything, everyone, all the time. And it must be exhausting. So anyway, loving this reread. I've already annotated through this, but I did add a new one because there's one point where like someone says like, the heralds say Hadazikes have spoken, I guess, which translates to the heralds, and it's like, the heralds, darkness said, they have done no such thing, you are mistaken, said the herald. The herald said that the heralds had not spoken, and I was just like laughing to myself as I realized that, so it was fun. But yeah, still concerned about him. He's having a time, and you know, I mean, they're all having a time, but like he's having a real time. Yeah. I don't know how in depth I'm gonna go about any of my Stormlight reread and like these kinds of like general reading vlog videos, because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. But this is a novella between Words of Radiance and Oathbringer, if you didn't know, and it follows one character who is an Edge Dancer, which is why it's called Edge Dancer. Her name is Lift. She is 10 years old because being any older than that is unlucky. I believe she's actually 13, and her spread is a worried, grumpy Vine, and Might. I can't pick a favorite spread. I just can't do it. I love them all so much, but Wendell is so great. He's so worried about everything. He's always just like, but we could not do that. Lift's like, but we're just gonna, you know, go and do this thing, and he's like, but maybe not. And I love him a lot. So I'm gonna try and read more today. We are gaming or something tonight later with Bree, Justin, and Alex and Haley again. Oh, I might play some Sims because the new season of Fated Mate started, and I want to listen to that first episode because apparently season 3 is back on our bullshit, which is like, I'm about that. I love it a lot. I would like to finish this tonight, but it depends on how long we game. I'm not sure what the plan is. So either way, gonna read more of these 2 tonight, and then who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows?
Sometimes little songs are all my heart can hold. I want to live deep and to suck out all the marrow of life.
Hi. I don't remember the last clip I filmed for this, so that's going well. I think it might have been a clip about Corey, but I'm not sure. It's been a weird few days. I haven't been feeling like filming or reading, but last night I finally read some. I took part in one of the Bout of Books, like, reading sprints, read in place things that they've been doing, which I like. I like that they're doing that. And they're fun to take part in. I just have been completely forgetting them. But last night I happened to catch one, the like 10:30 p.m. one. I think it was like 10:30? I don't remember. Anyway, I ended up taking part in that, and I read like 60 pages. And then after that I kept reading, and I finally finished my reread of Edge Dancer by Brandon Sanderson. I think I talked about how I was rereading this because we're preparing for Rhythm of War, obviously, and so very soon, probably tonight, planning to begin this. Bree's already started, and it's almost 200 pages in, I think, or I don't know. It's a lot. It's really good. I love this because I love how we get to follow Lift and see what she's up to, and Wendell, her spren, is just like so good. She's such a good spren. Oh, I had coffee today, you can tell because my teeth are discolored. Anyway, yeah, so I finished this. I read 180 pages of this yesterday, which I haven't been reading like anything, so that is very good for me. I've also, over the last few days, read some more of Trans Love. I only have, I think, 50 pages left of this one as well. About this much left, so not much. And then also last night, really early this morning, I ended up reading some more of She Came to Slay, which is by Erica Armstrong Dunbar. It's about Harriet Tubman, and I finished part 1, and I'm really enjoying this. It's really interesting so far. Obviously I learned some about Harriet Tubman in school, but honestly at this point I don't remember what we learned in school, and I don't think it was much, so it was one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up, and I was hearing good things about it as soon as it came out. And it's also a really cool book, and it has some cool pictures and stuff in it, like historical like things, so I'm really enjoying this. I'm probably gonna read more of that and more of Trans Love later. Yeah, so that is my reading update. I have been reading, which is, you know, shocking. Oh, the other thing I did is I finally I haven't in the last like 2 weeks been keeping up with my reading log and my bullet journal, mostly because I wasn't reading for like a week of that. I finally updated it, so I will show you that very briefly. Please focus. Okay, this is my reading log. I told you guys I'm doing the like by genre this month, so like this is the genre. I will say I don't know if I like this is hard to explain. I'm not crazy about the highlighter colors because they're like they're too opaque for me on this thing, so like these look fine. This is the more these are like the gel ones, the crayon-y ones that Brie and I have been talking about, and then these are like the Sharpie ones, so maybe it's just if I use these more I like them more. But yeah, I finally updated it. These are like when I finished a book. So I finished 3 things this month. Hopefully we'll finish more before the month is over. And also I did this, and I'm doing this to correspond with that, and I do like this setup. I just think I would rather prefer to do it with like different markers or something, because I also don't super love the way like they're fine, but they're also not super, I don't know, I want it to be like darker, I guess, so maybe just like straight up markers, ones that won't bleed through, hopefully, would be best, but we'll see. That is my update. It is, I don't think I told you what day it is. It's Saturday. It's 3:30. I'm gonna try and read more later, and I'll update you again, especially after I finish Trans Love, though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be giving this 5 stars. Like, there's no question. I don't know what could happen in the last 50 pages that I wouldn't give it 5 stars. Definitely going to be giving this 5 stars. I will say one of the stories, I don't remember anymore if there were trigger warnings at the beginning, But I will say one of the stories in this section that I just read last night or the night before really should have had a trigger warning on it. And I'm going to tell you what it was right now. Okay, so if you're reading Trans Love, be aware that The Bends by Kaoru Sato, which is about this far through the book, it's in the family and relationship section. Definitely a content warning, trigger warning for suicide. So many things are just very well spoken, I guess. Well spoken, well written, and it's all it's just really well done, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to finish it, although I'm also kind of sad to finish it because I am really enjoying it. But I'm excited to start another anthology. I don't know what else I'll read this month, but I finally feel like I'm getting my reading stuff back, since I was able to read so much of Edge Dancer last night and then read even more with She Came to Slay. So hopefully I can finally start reading again like a normal person. It's been months since I read like a normal person. A normal me person, not, you know, my reading normal, I guess, not anyone else's. Yeah, so I will update you in a bit. Testing my setup.
You're right to ask what happened to us. What led us to this awful place we look out from? The dots of what we used to know. The bookstore, the hospital, the beach where we were stunned. It's quite a view. It's quite a view. It's quite a view. It's quite a view. And it's all uphill from here. Sometimes words are not enough. Sometimes words are not enough. We're alive. We're alive.
Hi. Now to clear out. Clear out? This is like the third time. I can't talk this week. I edited out 10 minutes of just me butchering words, so if there's more edits in this video than usual, that would be why. It's been a weird week. I'm still very sad. You will have seen in the clips before that we did like a little reading. Brie and I did like a little reading together thing with our friends Haley and Alex, which was a lot of fun. I hope we do it again because it was a lot of fun and probably for longer, but it was just the way it worked out. We ended up playing Talisman, so you know, as you do. I do love a good Talisman though, and I do wish we could have played more, but you know, sleep is important or something. I also painted my nails during Talisman last night because I can't just focus on Talisman for whatever reason. I need to also be focusing on something else. To wrap up this week, I was sad, so I didn't film much, and you might be like, why are you laughing as you say you're sad? And I don't know, that is just how I function. I smile and laugh through everything. I cannot tell you why. It's just how I am. It's not how I want to be, but it is how I am. And I finished 3 things this week. which I'm very excited about, and started 2 others. So briefly, I already talked about 2 of these pretty extensively. Well, 3 of these actually. Trans Love I've talked about in this vlog and the last one. But I finally finished it. But first off, Bestiary by Donica Kelly, I gave 3 stars. I really liked this poetry collection. It was a really solid, good writing. I can't exactly put my finger on why I didn't rate it higher, but it would just, it didn't hit me, you know what I mean? But it was still really good. The writing was great. I mean, yeah, anything Grey Wolf puts out, I'm pretty much going to at least like it. So it's been a consistent theme so far with their works. Next, I read Edge Dancer by Brianna Sanderson. This was a reread. I think it was my 2nd or 3rd time reading it through. I don't remember, but I will say I enjoy this so much, and I enjoy this world so much, but I specifically enjoy this because I enjoy Lift and Wendell and like their story so much. Like, I enjoy focusing on one character, so I do like this. I mean, obviously I love the Stormlight Archives, but it is fun to be able to like take a moment or 200 pages to be able to focus on just like one character and her friend and see like what's going on there. We also get to learn a little bit more about the Sleepless, and I'm really hoping that we see more of them in Rhythm of War, because I mean, they're kind of horrifying. The first time both Brie and I read this, we were just screaming crabs at each other, because it's just like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but the Sleepless, if you're a Cosmere fan and you haven't gotten there yet, like, hold on, it's a wild ride. Yeah, and I'm not gonna spoil it for like non-Cosmere people or Cosmere people, because it's an experience, and it's always an experience, but I really like them. I think they're a really interesting, like, interesting species, and they seem to always be interesting characters. I want more of Axes since we got him in Way of Kings. I always want more Axes. Love him. Anyway, this is amazing. Lift and Wendell, but I forgot how amazing just Lift is as a person. Lift brings so much like lightness to it, but she's also such like I just love her so much. Anyway, we're gonna stop talking about Cosmere for 2 seconds, I promise. Next, I finally finished Trans Love by Freya Benson, and I gave it 5 stars. Unsurprising to all. I really loved this. It was so well written. Everyone was so eloquent. I will say some of this is harder to read than other parts. In the end, it's very hopeful though, which is what I really liked about it overall. It does talk about, I mean, of course, it's about trans and non-binary people, so it can't not talk about the problems that trans and non-binary people face day-to-day life. And it does talk about that, but it also focuses more on the love and the hopeful part of it, which was just really nice to read about, and just really nice. It was really good. There are some darker ones in here. Like I mentioned before, content warning for suicide in one of the stories, well, one of the essays. I don't know what to call them. I don't know. And I wish I'd kept there's also obviously content warnings for harassment, all of the things that are wrapped up in that, sexual assault, everything. I don't have a full content warning list. I should have been writing one down, but I didn't, and now with my memory I can't even try to. But yeah, 5 stars. Highly recommend this. Please pick this up. It was amazing. And then I started reading 2 other books of varying sizes, as you can tell. I've been reading more of She Came to Slay by Erica Armstrong Dunbar. I'm almost 100 pages into this. It's a very little book, but it's very long. This is very interesting to read, and like I mentioned earlier, I learned about Harry and Tubman in school, but like, what does that mean? I don't remember, and it probably wasn't a lot, and this is just like really interesting, and I love the way it's written. It's written in a really accessible, digestible manner. Saying that, it's not like undermining or another word I can't think of. I told you, talking is not going great for me this week. Anyway, it's not. It's still also showing the like horrors that wore these people's lives, that the horrors and the just like the awful stuff that they went through, but also like the hope that was there, and the family and the love, and that's just, it is nice to read about that part, even among all of the like horror and people are awful. White people suck. That's it. That's all I have to say as a white person. we suck. I also started my Oathbringer reread. I'm only like 50 pages into this, which is like, I don't even know if you'll be able to see, like, I'm this far into this book. This much left. So I haven't got very far. I got one Dalinar flashback, and it was a lot. Like, man, is that man a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full Oathbringer reading vlog yet. I haven't started it, and I don't think I'm going to do one. I know Bree's doing one, and I just don't think I'll have as much to say, because she's doing like full Cosmere deep dive, and I would just be yelling about how annoying young Dalinar is and how much I love all of these characters so much. I'm gonna put this book down because it's heavy. Yeah, so even with the weird, sad week I had, I still was able to read quite a bit, which I am, I feel better about. Reading definitely helps my mental health, so it is good when I can actually like sit down and read and focus. Yeah, so this is the stuff that I read this week. Well, kind of. But yes, if you've read any of these books, planning to read them, anything like that, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how your week was, how your week is going now, just anything. I miss you all of you people. Even the people I've never met before, I probably also miss you, because like, what is human contact anymore? And I hope you're healthy, and I hope your family and friends are healthy, and I hope everything's good, and at least okay. You know, I hope everything's okay. I hope your mental health is okay, because it's rough out here. Yeah. Life before death, Radiance.